Twitter wars. Kyle Kuzma, Spencer Dinwiddie, going back and forth.
Little trash talk battle.
Where did that beef stem from? Like,
Listen, I don't even know what's going on.
Didn't they play on the same team?
I believe they played on the same team.
The battle of the role players.
Oh man, it's compelling.
Bro, Cool said Den shitty. Yeah, I was dying. I was like, fam.
Like, he shitted on his whole family name. Like, that's their last name. So everybody walking around with that name.
Disrespectful.
Like,
disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. But
super disrespectful, yo.
I think Kuz, I kind of side with him because of course he's playing like this to get the bag. Like, and then he tried. I think Dinwiddie said that he wasn't the third best option on a winning team, which is not facts because he was on the Lakers. He was the third option. I mean,
on the Bubblicious championship. I'm sorry. I heard somebody. I heard Skip Bayless say
Bubblicious, the Mickey Mouse championship.
Let's not do this.
Yeah,
Let's not do this.
My fault.
But for real, he was the third option. I would have to look it up.
He is a champion, and he was the third option.
Yeah. So and Dinwiddie just started really finding his own. I know he'd been traveling everywhere. He was in Dallas. He was in Brooklyn.
He was in Detroit for a minute too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's where he really started.
And so
he was getting off when his first go around in Brooklyn though.
He was.
Oh yeah, he was.
I like that team too.
Yeah, I think they made the playoffs and everything with him.
Before Kyrie and Kev came there,
just blew it up.
Yep.
Yeah, so he had his groove already, but got traded. Now I think he tore his ACL.
Oh
yeah.
It took him a while to get his legs back, but he back now.
He was balling in Dallas, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't like how each other was playing because they probably both was playing for contracts.
All right, but who started? Who was the first person?
So Spence, he did an interview with I believe it was FanDuel, and he kind of just took a couple jabs at him. Now I don't know if that
just cause
players ain't supposed to bet, niggas.
New CBA.
Was he asked a question?
He was asked a question, and he just flat out answered.
He just put a little extra sauce on it.
He's like, the Lakers would have kept you if you was really a third star and this and that.
He went in. I think they must have been bumping heads in the locker room and watching.
He shooting more shots than Ja.
Hey man, Matt, you got the next job.
But who would you rather have though, like Kuz or Spence?
That's a great question.
I'm gonna go with Kuz. He's younger. He's shown he can be the third star. Third leading scorer of a team.
Is he?
Dinwiddie's. Oh, how old is Dinwiddie?
He can't be that old.
Why do we diminish the bubble championship, man? I just got it. It's just a bad stigma on that. It's like bubble ring. What is a bubble ring? It's a championship. Was they all there? Was everybody playing?
And they didn't get a parade.
But they didn't want to be there, though, according to Skip.
And whose fault is that? So the Lakers, the only team, wanted to be there.
Yes.
Hey, and they're supposed to be at fault for that.
Listen, I agree with you. I think that it is totally not fair because I think everybody, whether it's media or just universal Bron haters, look for any reason to diminish anything Bron does.
True.
And that's what I said before we cut the cameras on is people get creative when it comes to hating on Bron. Like, they find new ways. So I hate that he won that championship in the bubble. I wish he was, out of Disney. They're gonna call it a Mickey Mouse championship, but he got 4 rings, and you just gotta kind of accept it.
It's gonna count. It counts either way. But it is not fair because if Kawhi Leonard won that ring, they for sure will be giving him all the credit.
Yeah, you already know.
The claw led him against all odds. You know what I'm saying?
But even how LeBron plays though, like that kick out pass to Schroeder. Yeah. That last second shot, people would say shoot the ball, but he gets criticized for making that play. Now, when the player misses, it looks bad, right?
Yeah.
But when he hit it, that's his game, and he's sharing the ball. So you can't go off the make or the miss. You gotta look at who's making the right play.
Yeah,
that's a fact, bro.
He was in traffic too. Like, people don't realize that, but there was no way he could put up the ball.
It was 100% the right play. Everybody collapsed in on him. He was wide open. He cashed the shot, and then he made the pose afterwards. Unfortunately, it didn't hold. They went into overtime, but it was the right play for sure. So people gonna look for any reason to discredit Bron.
They get creative.
They get creative. They move the goalposts no matter what. They move the goalposts no matter what. But we the Brian Avengers out here apparently. So we gonna chill.
I just want to give everybody they just do respect and credit. Same with KD, or you know what I'm saying? Like we just
that's the thing. Like I'm trying to get off Brian. I promise you I am. But I don't understand why. If you a fan of, I'm a fan of greatness. Yeah. Like I was a fan of Jordan when I was growing up. Like when I was seeing him, you know what I'm saying, when he held the pose, that Game 6 shot, you know what I'm saying, and he won the 6th ring. I was like, bro,
everybody wanted to be like Mike.
Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Yep. When Kobe had his reign, I was like, dude, this dude is insane. Like when I got to college and I'm trying to play college ball and I'm waking up and we wake up at 5 a.m. working out and they like, dog, Kobe went for 60 and 3/4.
And every time we shot, we said Kobe.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and then like LeBron for the last 20 years, like nothing but greatness. Like no one has sustained this level of greatness ever. So I don't understand, like for this long. So I don't understand why you can't just be a fan of all of them. Like if you a fan of one, why are you so insecure that because Jordan was your guy in your era, you got to turn around and hate on anybody else that's coming up? Like, yo, eventually Bron got to pass the torch. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's going to be somebody else. And it's going to be somebody else's turn. So,
but you know what? They wouldn't be insecure if LeBron didn't really have a case. So that tells you a whole lot because they know he on MJ neck. He right there, man.
Shit, MJ might be on his neck.
Yeah. Bron surpassed all-time leading scorer. Y'all know what's going on.
Now, hey, listen. Now, I was talking to cousin AJ, and cousin AJ, he will give you pushback on that because he says it's a longevity award. Now, I agree, but I also don't agree with diminishing it because I mean he's still the only person that's ever been it. Like that's still a skill. Like the best ability is availability. Yeah. He's been available to be the best person on the floor in the league for 20 years, and it's gonna be 20 plus years moving forward because he don't look like he's stopping no time soon.
No, I think he'll play the 4 years.
So you know what I'm saying. I had to just shout out AJ. You know what I'm saying. Shout out Cuzzo.
I'm not hearing the longevity because at the end of the day, when you play basketball, what they ask you, how much you drop? You got 20. You score, and he got the most points. However you want to cut it, whoever scored the most win. I mean, scoring is basically the most important. He got the most points,
and he didn't even try to get that award.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't buy that. Cut it out.
I think
no. Wait.
Once he was close, but that's not even really his style.
Oh shit! You know
why are we still talking about Bron?
And let's be real. No one told Jordan to gamble. Retire, smoke cigars. You know, no one told him to do all of that. So if you can't punish LeBron, you know, for not making those poor decisions. You know, for taking care of his body.
Yeah, Bron definitely was a
look. So the Pelicans.
Yeah, we got the victory. Bringing a symphony. Playing some tunes, cause when you lose, we got the victory. We got the victory. Victory. Ain't taking no losses, straight up we bosses. We got the victory. Yeah, victory.